Hey Highlanders, this is Chad. Once again, we are getting ready for a race 10 days away, almost 9 now. We don't have Matt today. Matt's a little busy getting ready. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the lowdown on what is to come with Highlander Assault this go round. Again, June 8th, we'll see you all there. Parking lot opens at 6:30 for your Elite Heat members, and we'll go ahead and that'd be for the King Arthur's Challenge, so we can get you rolling and get some laps in there before everybody else shows up, so that we can maximize your run. Um, that being said, if you're in the elite, we're looking at maybe moving that up a little bit. If you have any objections, go ahead and give us a quick shout out. But maybe, 30 minutes or so, maybe 15 minutes, we'll just move you up. You all get there early anyway, so we'll go ahead and assess when we need to. So as far as changes this year, one thing that we have that you may see a little different is the timing. Timing will be just for the Elite Heat. So King Arthur's Challenge, Elite Heat. We have the Queen's Gambit, and then the Elite Heat in the Dark Ages. So we're going to change the timing just for those elites. The timing system will have clocks at the start line, clock at the finish line. It's all web-based, so once we get to the time to start, that will go ahead and automatically click in. And then once you cross the finish line, what you're going to do is shout out your bib number. The only reason we're doing that is just in case you're muddy, we can't read it that well. That gets logged in as soon as you cross the finish line. They'll tap on the app and it'll record your time. We'll have a fail-safe with 2 doing that and a handwritten. So no worries on your time. We'll get those in. And then once you cross, they tap that, and then they just go and search for your bib number, and then they assign it to that. What's nice having the tilt-a-kilt is we only have to keep track of 2 at a time, since you're going 2 through that chute. So it'll be really easy to keep an accurate time. What's nice about this system is it automatically can be downloaded, or uploaded, I should say, to the internet. So you'll have a live timing for that. All you open heats, no worries. You'll have a timer at the beginning and then at the end. All you got to do is subtract. So if you started at 10 and you finish at 10:40, you ran it in 40 minutes. So a lot of you keep the time on your clock. So that's good too. Other things that are new, Irish Matt in Charter Entertainment this year. He's always an entertaining guy anyway. So what he's planning on doing is he'll have several events for you inside the village area. That village area will have contests and games, maybe tug of war, maybe not. Some other Highland games things, shot put, things like that for you people with a little bit more upper body strength. We may also have some trivia, things along those lines. We'll have the bagpipers out again, and we'll also have a DJ that comes in and plays kind of midday. We'll have music throughout, but it'll be a little bit more spiced up with the DJ on hand. Also, we have our charity, Hope for Warriors. Go ahead and check them out. They'll be alongside the stage. They're raising money for their cause. Part of that will be a raffle. So some of the raffle prizes are pretty cool. There's going to be some Bears tickets, so Chicago Bears tickets. I don't want to hear it, Packers fans. You're in Illinois. So you'll have those. And then she also has some, I believe, some tickets to one of the water parks up in Wisconsin. So go ahead and check them out. There's a lot of really cool prizes for you to win. We'll also be giving her a few entries to give out as a raffle prize as well. So those will be up there. Irish Matt will also be raising money if you want to throw some tomatoes, some eggs, whatever you want. As long as he doesn't get hurt, we should be okay. But he's going to be in the, I don't know if you saw the stocks. Those are the old medieval torture stocks. I'll see if we'll pull it up on Facebook here, see if we can find a picture of that for you to take a look at. Irish Matt getting doused with tomatoes. So you'll get your chance to hit him as well to raise some funds for the charity. That'd be great. We also have quite a few different sponsors on site. We'll have the U.S. Air Marshals out if you're interested in a new career serving your country. Those guys will be out there. You can take a look, talk with those folks. Tactical Mixed Martial Arts, again, will be out. We thank Tom Smith with TL Smith Consulting for sponsoring us. Rock County Muffler and Brake has also sponsored us. We have a new sponsor, State Farm will be there. So if you're interested in lowering your rates, stop by the tent, check them out. They'll be able to talk with you, maybe get you a good deal, save a few bucks so you can sign up for some more obstacle races on the remainder of the race season. So we'll have those guys all out. Doc's Dumpsters as well as a sponsor. Thank you, Doc. Trying to think, I don't want to miss any sponsors. Let me think about that. Defiant Nutrition will be out. That's a new one. Stop by their tent. They'll give you a plan, talk with you, maybe signing up to get some consulting on exercise and nutrition goals to get you better shape for some of those elite heats. So stop by those guys. We'll get going through the rest of the program here with kind of the schedule. So we'll start out with the Bear Down. That's right, Peter Beck. I'm reading the comments here. Thank you, sir. Bear Down, indeed. So what we will do with the start of the race, we'll have the King Arthur's Challenge starting early in the morning, followed by hour or two later, the Elite Heat will take off, followed by the Open Heat for the Highlander Assault Day event. Then we will go ahead and go with the Family Frenzy. That's new this year. We got rid of the kids course. We felt it would be more fun if the family all got involved. So you can run this 2-mile race or walk it, whatever the kids' speed is, where we have different obstacles on the course set up just for the Family Frenzy. That race will feature obstacles that are kind of modified. So you can, for instance, like just one of our village walls, a 4-foot wall. On one side of the wall, we'll have cleats on there, basically like 2x4s to create almost a ladder so that the kids can get up with no problem. Cargo net crawls, cargo net climbs. We're going to bring the archery over for the family to do too, with mini arrows for the kids and bows. So it should be a good time with the Family Frenzy. We'll take a little bit of a break in the middle. DJ will be there. We'll throw in some of those contests to keep you entertained. And then we'll start to roll into Dark Ages. Dark Ages will start with the Elite Heat. The reason some have asked why is the Dark Ages Elite Heat moved to the beginning instead of the end. The only reason we did that this year is just because of this time span. You have the Dark Ages starting. Well, first we'll do the Queen's Gambit. Those guys will go off, and then the Dark Ages Elite Heat will start. The reason we moved those into the beginning is simply for the fact that those guys are starting so early. If they wait around, you're waiting 10 hours before you run again. So we try to bring it down so that they're going in a reasonable time so that they can stick around. Speaking of sticking around, if you wish to, you can come out and bring your gear just to hang out. If you stay, anybody with a tent after it starts to get dark, then we'll start checking those, because any campers will have to be checked in to purchase a spot. So it's $30 to camp. That'll be payable. That goes to the property owner. We'll take that. We'll tag your tent or camping area, and we have a good camping area this year all set up for you. So it'll be right by the games area, kind of where the start line starts to turn. It'll be kind of towards the back of the front parking lot, if you remember, if you've been here before. What we'll do now is I'm going to try to go over to Facebook. I want to bring up, if you haven't seen yet, we have some of these medals. Go ahead and see if I can share the screen here. Let me get that up first. We'll bring up the medals. I'll kind of explain each one, and then we'll go from there. Working on getting the shirts finished. That's why I'm a little late today. I'm trying to get the shirts going. So we'll go ahead and bring up some of the medals here. Back. We'll start with these guys. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Hopefully there's no echo. All right, so what you're seeing here is, first we have our Highlander Assault Medal. A little bit of a subdued tartan, I would say. On the medal, we went with more of a, kind of looks like an arrowhead design, just to mix it up a little bit. Still have your classic Highlander logo on there. Next, we have that Family Frenzy 2.0 at the bottom for 2 miles. That one's kind of nice. It's got our little Scotty McFitness character on there with the blue ribbon. And then we go to the Dark Ages. just a little mix on what you've seen in the past. We still have the luminescent glow in the dark um, metal there with the night camo. So that's kind of nice. We'll skip through these. Okay, so this one is the siege medal. What this is if you complete the day race and you complete the night race, so Highlander Assault, one of the regular heats, and then one of the Dark Ages heats, you'll receive this medal. This is our siege medal. A little close-up look at that. Pretty sweet. I love this medal. Let me see if I can find. Oh, there. Oh, hey, there is our youngest Team Highlander member. That's Mav with her dad. We took this picture. Look at that kilt and the shirt. We almost matched there. It's pretty cool. Let me go back and see if I can find. Oh, here's King Arthur's and Queen's Gambit. These two races are our endurance heats. So these are unlimited laps. The way that's going to work is you'll get a band just like the Elite Heat. If you fail an obstacle, you remove your band. All that means is you're not podium qualified. If you do complete all of your obstacles and you complete the finish line, you are eligible. You will win the sword. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not a sword this year, an axe. You'll get an axe just like everybody else that wins. Second prize and third prize are the dirks, which are Scottish daggers. These medals here are like a classic goldish bronze. We have the King Arthur's and then the Queen's Gambit. Same deal with the Queen's Gambit. It's the endurance for the night race. These two races, if you don't get your obstacles in, as long as you go across the finish line, you'll still get your medals. So don't worry about that. You'll still get those. We'll also throw in for the Kings, you'll still get a day medal for the Highlander, and then you'll get Dark Ages for the Elite Queen's Gambit. That would give you 2 medals at least. If you do both, you'll get the Siege as well. So you could get up to 5 medals during race day, and if you include Family Frenzy, you'll also get another one. I know that's going to be kind of difficult to get those for the endurance folks because they need a break in between. So those are the medals that we have. Let me go ahead and unshare that. All right. So that being said, people are wondering obstacles. Obstacles, we'll have a lot of obstacles you've seen in the past. We're adding a few obstacles. We have the walk the plank, which will be a kind of a balance beam jump off the water. We're still deciding on if they're going to have a bell out there for you to jump out and ring, probably. Another water obstacle we'll add in. And then we got a few new rigs, so some different rig designs. I'm not going to give too much out, so you'll get to see some of those things on race day. Friday, the night before, at about between 6 and 8, if you want to come out for early packet pickup, we'll have that as well. So you can stop by and kind of get a sneak peek in the village area, maybe see some of the things that are out there on race day. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, we're going to keep this one short because I got to get up to get out to the race site tomorrow, go pick up some lumber. And I would like to first thank Race Ready Obstacles and Frontline OCR for donating some lumber to Highlander Assault to help us add to our obstacles, kids obstacles, things like that. So really appreciate the help on that. That was a good surprise to get this week. Thank you guys, Aaron and Ed, we appreciate that. It was great to see you all at Frontline and everybody that was there. I'm glad you participated. Go ahead and get signed up for next year. Make sure you sign up for Highlander first, obviously, but Frontline's always a good one. Those that kept the vest, you really earned it this year. That was a tough one. Don't forget all of our other partners. Shortly after Highlander Assault, we're going to have Warex out in Ohio, which is a great one. Guys, that's a bucket list. You got to do that. It's an amazing race. I know it's a long drive, but it's totally worth it. You'll have many stories to tell each other on the way back. Followed by, you'll have some of the other events, Case Creek coming up after that. Some of your other things like Savage Race, those things. And then we'll move into October. And October, it will be October 19th. We have a new one. It's the Haunted Highlander Assault. Basically, think of Dark Ages, but we've thrown in actors that are kind of like a haunted house. You'll have zombies, killer clowns, people with chainsaws, crazy stuff like that. We do have an elite heat. I'm going to leave it up to the elite heat members. I'll put a poll out later if you want to have it be haunted, or if you want to just make it a regular elite heat like Dark Ages, we can do that as well. So I'll leave that up to you guys. What's cool about this is alongside the obstacle course, there'll be a marked trail exactly next to it, so that we can have people that just want to do a trail run through the haunted Highlander, or they can even do a trail hike. It's up to them. As long as you finish, you get a medal for that one, and then you should be good to go. We're going to go ahead and go through some comments now. So if you have a question, always go ahead and put that in there, and we'll be able to take care of you. Let's see. Eddie LeMay, War X will be great. Yes, Eddie, it is. War X looks awesome this year. They've added so many things. They just keep working. I don't know how those guys do it, but we're always excited for Jake and War X out there. We kind of consider them our brothers here in OCR. So get out and see them. Almost forgot one other Midwest OCR will be happening as well in September. So make sure you check them out in Marseilles, Illinois. Should be a good one. Let's see. Please tell Matt to be a ghost in the woods. We'll see what he comes up with. So I might need him on stage to kind of announce. So we'll see if we can get him in a costume. That being said, if you want to come out, run the race, and then you want to be a zombie or something, we're also going to award the volunteers who come out and dress up. We're going to do some prizes for them for best costume, things like that. This one's more, it's going to be challenging just like any other OCR, but it's going to be a lot more fun. The festival area is going to be lit. Maybe some corn and candy apples, things like that out there. We'll have a kids costume contest, things like that. So Rich Hobson wants to run around with his chainsaws. As long as you take the blades off, I think I'm okay with that. But I've seen you, Rich, and sometimes you get a little bit too excited. So we might have to keep you reeled in a little bit. Josh the Juice, War X is always fun. Yes, it is. We love War X again. But again, there's so many locals out there. We need to support each other and support those, especially if we're running them, to keep them alive. Sign up early, sign up often. Get those guys the money they need to put on a good race. Also, if you think about it, we can't purchase merchandise unless you sign up early. A little bit late for us, but the earlier you sign up, merchandise, obstacles, extra stuff, we can't put into a budget unless we get that money in. These aren't multi-million-dollar corporate obstacle races, and sometimes that's what makes us special, because we put our heart and souls into these races, and we come up with different ideas like tilt to kilt and the caber carry, things like that. We will have caber carry on the kids course, and we're going to bring miniature ones out for those guys. So it should be fun to watch the little ones trying to carry the caber. Peter Beck, thank you. Highlander is going to be lit this year. Can't wait. Can't wait to see you guys. Good to see you guys this last weekend, but we'd like to see you out at our venue too. I'm hoping Frontline and Abominable Snow Race come out. And speaking of Abominable Snow Race, they have their awesome Abominable Trail Run. So make sure you get signed up and get up to Lake Geneva. That's a really good one to kind of roll into the colder weather. A nice, fast, difficult terrain trail run for everybody. It brings all of us OCR, our folks locally, back together for one last hurrah before we take a little break before Abominable Snow Race itself in 2025. So get on out to the trail run. Make sure you get on out and support all the locals again. Case Creek, if you're not familiar, that's one out by Iowa, which is pretty cool. It's like the old school, big wooden clunky obstacles, kind of like, I love those. So get on out there. They have some very unique items out there for you to go through. Rolling hills, it's beautiful out there. So get out for that one. Let's not forget all of our ones down in Southern Illinois next year, or Southern Missouri next year. You got Mythic and then the Hazelwood OCR. Get out for those. I believe they have a haunted one as well, so which might be a week or two before ours. So if you want to get a good run down there first, go down there and then come back up and visit us on Halloween time. Any questions or anything, go ahead and shoot us a message. We'll be glad to answer those. once we get into build week, which will start next Sunday, it may be delayed just a little bit, but I'm going to try to be up on that. And then we're also going to put out probably at least one pre-race email. We'll have the map up hopefully by that Thursday, and then we'll send that out as well. Get your friends signed up. The teams are so close. We got one team with 21, that's UltraFit. We got another team with 20, and then Highlander. I know a lot of you haven't signed up yet for that team Highlander, so that team should be pretty big too. You're looking at probably 3 teams that'll be close to 30 racers, if not more. So get signed up, get your people involved, and you can possibly bring home that largest team. They win an axe as well. So we want to give out all the axes. Speaking of that, we're kind of low on the girls or women's Queen's Gambit, which is the unlimited laps for Dark Ages. So if you always wanted to try to compete and you're a really good endurance runner, the Queen's Gambit on the Dark Ages may be for you. So we may tweak the rules for that one as far as bans for the Queens. We're still working that out, just to kind of get more people involved. But get on out. Let's see what you can do. We'd love to have you. We got some King Arthurs, but we definitely need some Queen's Gambit. Men are pretty good. We got a lot of open spots left in the elite, so you still got a chance to podium. Come on out. That'll be an 8-mile course. Again, we have the 4-mile for open, an 8-mile for open, and then we have the elites at 8, and then unlimited laps. So come on out, try it, and see how you can do. Either way, we're happy to have you, ready for you all to join the battle, and come on out to Highlander. No more questions here I don't see, so we're going to go ahead and cut it short. We're going to try to get some lives and things in during build week. Maybe tomorrow we'll throw some pictures up, things like that, out on the course, and we'll try to keep you updated as much as possible. If we had an Irish Matt here, we'd probably go a little longer because he has so much to say about his entertainment stuff, but we'll get him on the live here real soon so you guys can see him again. I think that's it, guys. Nothing else for you. We love you. We'll see y'all soon, and join the battle. See y'all. If I can get this mouse to work, we'll get you out of here. Have a good one.